real quick. Just trace the line. Just trace the line. Fuck it.
Oh.
You're weird as fuck, bro. You're fucking weird.
I ain't write the title.
Clearly. Did you start the other one?
Yeah.
Boom. Boom, 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 boom.
See, I was trying to make it this one. Yeah, oh yeah, but now we got it different now.
The following podcast is rated M for mature. Viewer and listeners' discretion is advised.
Common conversation 412. Token the Manu, Pittsburgh, what it do? We in the city of bridges, we in the city of smoke. We in the city of rivers, so you don't need you a moat. We in the city of haters, so you just might need a coat. Or at least bring your jacket, cause man, the city get cold.
Hey, Ashley. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Titus. What up, bro? Hey, babe. How you doing? Hey, me.
Cause you know money is time, and you know time is steady ticking, so I gotta get mine. And it's time to come up, so put your hands up. Let's all live this life before death in the rough. Ain't no time for mess up. Man, you better get with it. Arithmetic that I'm spitting, now do the math that you listen.
Common
conversation 412.
Bump. What's up, people? This is Common Conversation 412, and we are live,
baby.
I ain't gonna do Mano's part because I can't do it.
Yeah, left it up to your ass.
I ain't got the voice for it, but we are live, people, and it's another Monday. It is August 14th, and our topic today is relationships part 2. What's up,
and
YouTube?
We gonna keep it rolling.
What's up,
yet
people?
Again.
All over the podcast universe. What's
all
up,
over Facebook?
Yeah,
everywhere. Everybody with your personal problems, with your personal situations, with your love and relationship issues. We're going to keep it real today, and we're going to talk real. We're going to do some conversation. We're going to conversate, and we're going to make this all common conversation. If you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know. You know very well who we are. We're the podcast show.
Some good.
Talking in man.
Baby.
On Monday evenings.
Every week.
Yes, yeah, there we go. At least you ain't leave me hanging. Are we live on YouTube? Oh, there we go, baby. There we go, baby.
Hey, Playboy.
This is last week's show.
You remember what you said?
What did I say?
The questions that you put up there.
No, I don't remember the questions.
Ain't you about to have
but I know Justina remember the questions. But Mano got the questions right there, and we're going to talk, and we're talking about relationships. But before we go into relationships, I know what, we'll save it for another topic, another show, another day.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
What you ain't going to do?
I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it for the vine.
Do it for the book.
Do it for the book. I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the book.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the book.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the tube.
For you too. Let's talk about this stuff that happened in what's it?
What's up, Shanika? What's up, Miss Brown?
Charlottesville, Virginia. Charlottesville, Virginia. Like, you know what I mean? So let's talk about that, because we like just you know what I mean, a little bit what happened. If you don't know what happened, they had a protest of some people from that was the neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and the alt-right,
Trump, and alt-right and conservative.
Yeah, so they went out.
This goes on and on.
They had a protest about them tearing down a Confederate statue
and removing the flag.
And people got upset. It got heated. One thing led to another. People, they was fighting each other. So the people that was against the protest and standing up for equal rights and stuff like that. Some lunatic took his vehicle and drove and hit a lady. Hit a lady. She hit it. No, I'm just saying he hit a lady first, which she died, and he drove into the crowd and hit a lot of other people.
Yeah, it was crazy. And my thing is and I'm not one to sit there and try to pull the race card and this, that, and the other, but I've seen plenty of other protests where the police reacted very aggressively and very violently when it came to other races. And the type of response that they're getting due to these acts is really putting it out on the forefront of what privilege is. Mm-hmm. And really putting it out on the forefront of the differences. Because a lot of people were like, well, if it was the women's protest, they're calm and any other protest, when the Ku Klux Klan had their protests and all that, they were calm, nonviolent, and this, that, and the third. But what about this case?
Right. I mean,
like you're trying to say that this case is literally where I've seen footage of groups of white people pushing up against police barricades and their SWAT basically and their riot control and nothing. They're just it's a shoving match.
Right.
Or so tiki torches and throwing bottles and swinging sticks and poles.
And that's the stuff they did. And what's so crazy? So the governor of Virginia said the police was not prepared. They were out weaponized. The people who was a part of the white supremacist group and the neo-Nazi group and the alt-right group had better gear than they did.
But what?
So that was their reasoning and behind it, and that's what they said they were. You know what I mean? They were
underprepared for such
underprepared for something like that.
Funny how let it have been a group of black people doing that, there would have been guns and tear gas, and all of a sudden would have been overly prepared.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's what we've seen in I don't want to be the type of person to say this, but this right here shows it's like there is a complete difference out there right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where literally you'll have a protest and they're out there shooting people with rubber bullets and throwing tear gas and you guys have to leave now. Curfews and you're causing a ruckus and you're inciting a riot and we're shutting this down, but they were overly protected and made sure to keep everybody out.
Right. And you know what? We had I had this conversation with somebody at work again too. We'll probably save this for another topic, maybe next week's topic, because I really do want to talk about it. And probably not next week's topic because Mano's on vacation. But
goddamn right, I'm going to take something I deserve it.
But we will talk about it and stuff like that, and just have a whole episode show about it. Real quick, I just want to say, thank everybody for participating in the show. And if you feel like you want to comment in and or give your opinion live and weigh in on anything that we're saying, feel free to call us. The number is 412. Send a text first and say you want to participate in the show via phone. The number is 412-339-0922. And I have a title for Justina. And she's getting a real title for Common Conversation. I'm looking out for you. You ain't my boo, but you got two. You know what I mean? But no, Justina, so Justina, if you see her, you probably don't see her right now, but she's commenting under Common Conversation 412. She got her title, and I'm gonna get her some cards made, but she is a Common Conversations social media manager. That's what she is.
Kinda.
But that's what she is.
Kinda.
She is. You gonna say kind of? I'm giving her.
We're gonna have to give her Twitter access and Instagram access.
She can have
Jesus, but we're gonna have. Oh my gosh, it's gonna turn girly.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You don't know her like I know her.
No, but
there's gonna be flowers and puppies Can you imagine the amount of puppies that are about to pop up on our shit?
No, but you know what? Because we're talking about relationships, and I'm talking about this relationship that we had.
Who's hey y'all? Who's that?
That's
I guess she was saying hey, like hey.
Y'all. Yeah, because I was breaking down who it was. But on
with the show.
Okay,
okay, give us a moment, jeez.
Okay, Shanika. Okay, we'll get to the show. Why I'm not an executive creator.
Go fuck yourself, Ray.
Okay,
you
Ray.
Just want to check.
All right. Ray just wants some money. But yeah, our topic today is relationships. And yeah, relationships. Relationship part 2, because we talked about relationships a little bit and stuff like that, and this was a viewer's topic. Somebody reached out to Common Conversation 412 and said, hey, could you guys talk about this? And this is what we're going to do. And you feel free. You can always text us, email us, message us on Facebook, and let us know the stuff you want to discuss and talk about, and we'll do it on the show. We'll do it.
Definitely.
And we'll make sure you guys participate. What's up, Esquire, here on Facebook? I think that's Esquire. Oh, no, that was Chocolate Jones. What's up, Chocolate Jones, on YouTube? I'm sorry. But so the first question, what's the first question, man?
The first question is, what does a bad relationship look like?
Yeah, what does a bad relationship look like? I think we touched base on this a little bit on the last show, but just, you know what I mean, because there might be some different folks in there. What does a bad relationship look like?
Now, is this meaning like, what does somebody in a bad relationship look like, or is it one of those just like you think? Because
Shatwal, you're funny. Go ahead.
Damn. Because it's weird, because it's like,
or what do a bad relationship look like to you, though?
Well, to me, it's like literally there's two things that can be where both of you are just like miserable, but y'all stay together just because y'all feel that y'all need each other, but y'all really aren't vested in this.
Yeah, right.
This is y'all are literally just going through the motions. This isn't really a relationship. Nothing about y'all mix and jive. Nothing about y'all really can't stand each other. And it's not one of those like some of the stuff you do get on my nerves. It's just like literally like y'all are arguing every fucking day for no reason because y'all literally aren't compatible. But yet y'all are trying to force something that doesn't fit. That's what I'll say.
And you know what? And that's what a bad relationship look like to me too. Like, you know what I mean? Both of y'all are just unhappy. You're miserable. You really don't like each other. You probably hate each other.
Probably.
You know
that's
what
I'm saying.
And some of you guys are probably sticking it out for the kids or sticking it out
like you're cheating on each other.
Yeah.
But y'all are cheating back and forth.
Right.
Like, that's not a good relationship.
That's not a good relationship.
It's pointless. Like, or literally, like this is what we said last week. You're bending over backwards and changing yourself for that person, but that person is just not doing anything for you. Basically, they're living life with you hanging on to their coat, like, you know what I mean, to their bootstrap.
Yeah, right.
Like you're just trying to force yourself into their life, and they're just using you as they see fit, but you're really not a part of their life.
Right. And like Shatwan just said, that's most of today's relationships. That's how she feel. I feel you on that. Getting disrespected in public by one or the other. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, and that's true. Like, you know what I mean. When you take that shit public, when you take it public, like just blatantly just disrespecting each other and putting each other down, you don't even give a fuck where you're at. You're at the Olive Garden, talking shit to each other and putting each other down.
And my thing is like, once you're putting it in the open. My personal opinion is that you're attention seeking, or you're looking for an excuse to move on. Yeah. Because there's no reason for your relationship to be public. Yeah. It's like you're broadcasting that in the hopes of somebody treat you as the victim and try to plead to you. Is what I feel. Or you're just that person just wants to hear somebody say some shit. Right. Like you just want to. But them be the same people to be like, if you don't hear what you want to hear, you're sitting there pissed off and mad, and you're losing friends.
Right, and people are like that. So Shanika said nobody stay for the kids. She said they stay for the because the dick is bomb.
Some of y'all, or the pussy's bomb.
Shatwan said nobody's afraid of cheating anymore. Nobody's afraid of cheating anymore.
Because it's become bullshit. Cheating has no recourse anymore. There's no consequences. Very few consequences. Because it's not like everybody is. The whores have become abundant. Yeah. So it's literally.
And when we say whores, we're talking about men and women.
Yeah, both
men
ways.
and women.
I'm not specifying anybody, but it's like if you're just looking to fuck, you're looking to fuck.
Right.
So it's not like it's one of those things where it's like, damn, I need to think twice. Because it's like if you're not invested in, you're only looking for sex and you're keeping that person around for sex, or you're just keeping them around for the image. Like you're trying to feed off of their image. I see that a lot too, where it's literally like she's a good woman, so it only for society I'm gonna make this look right.
Right.
Because she's a good girl or he's a good man, so I'm going to play the game and make it seem like we're this big happy family. Meanwhile, that's not what you really want. You're just trying to feed into society or hold up this image, just uphold this image, just not true. If you're not ready to settle down, don't let society dictate that you need to.
Right. And so and Randy just said bad relationships, they don't have a so-called face. It may have feeling or not. Or the feeling or it's not just right. It's not right for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially too, man. You know what? Don't torture yourself. Don't put yourself through the misery. None of that shit. If you feel like it's bad, get out.
You know what I mean? It's that simple.
And I mean,
it may be hard.
It may be hard, but
it'll be better for you in the long run.
Right.
And that's literally what it comes down to.
No point in making yourself all sad, crying to your friends, crying yourself to sleep.
That's what I'm saying.
None of that stuff.
If there's no compromise, you need to look twice into your, and I'm not talking about it's got to be a serious compromise. Don't be wishing for unrealistic shit. Don't be sitting there like, you need to be bringing in at least $10,000 a month for us to work, or you're not grinding, you're not a real man because you don't pay all the bills by yourself and keep me
and that can't be a bad relationship. What? Unrealistic expectations and shit like that. You know what I mean? And you know a lot of people have them, and you know what?
Let me work up to that.
Yeah, and I can really fuck up a relationship. Yeah. But I like what Leslie is saying here. It says a lot of people never seen a real relationship, so they don't know
the basic values of one, and which is true, because it's one of those things where you get locked into a vicious cycle where if you've seen the bad relationship, you don't know that that's a bad relationship,
right?
Because that's all you know. That's what you're basing everything off of. So when you're growing up, it's like one of those things where you're going to have to unteach and undo the damage, because you'll have a tendency for that to be your comfort zone, where being the victim or being the aggressor is where you feel comfortable, and you don't really know how to be in a good, quote unquote, good relationship or healthy relationship. You know what I mean? It's like you've experienced so much damage and you've accepted that. That's just a part of you.
Right.
It's just like, because seriously, there's animals in life, animals in the world where they only thrive in hostile environments, and that's just what it is. But everybody can, deserves to have a healthy relationship.
They do. Everybody deserves to be happy. Everybody deserves to fall in love, and everybody deserves to meet that significant other, man or woman, who's going to make them happy in their life. And you know what I mean. And I wish you guys, people, the best in their relationships. And if you're in a bad one, hopefully you see it or you hit your breaking point and you get out of it and be happy.
Yeah, and nobody's saying that you're
the realest relationship Justina's seen is her grandparents.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. You know what I mean? And some people, and that's what we need too. You know what I mean? And it goes, and this stuff is deeper than that, because you know what I mean? When you look at it, right? And if you're in this bad relationship and stuff like that, or you're not, or you're just bitter because you just got out of a relationship, or you know what I mean? We got to look at what we're showing our children. You know what I mean? What a good relationship look like? What a bad relationship look like? You know what I mean? Just teaching them some morals and values and stuff in a relationship, because you know what I mean? When you look at even people getting talked down on, now your son or daughter might think that that's okay, and that's what they got to take, or that's what they got to give, right? I mean, and especially in our culture, you know what I mean? In the African American culture or Black culture, right? We're not used to seeing co-parents or parents being together, or healthy relationships or good relationships and stuff like that. We need to see that more, role model it a little bit more, and you know what I mean, just to show up, because
definitely. It's sad because people don't realize that, and it's one of those things where you need to become aware. Your children are like sponges, especially when it comes to bad relationships. There are always going to be exceptions to the rule, but the percentages are weighed out to where it's chances of a child doing what was done in the household is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It weighs in favor of that.
Right.
Literally. So it's like the way you need to act is when it comes to your relationship, especially when you're in front of your kids and all this other stuff, is like literally, would you be okay with somebody doing this to your child?
Right, and that's what you gotta look at, and that's what some of us men gotta look at too, right? Now, like you know what I mean. If you had a daughter, would you be okay with another man doing this to your daughter? Like, you know what I mean? Or mom, would you be okay if somebody doing this to your son? Because, you know what I mean, parents and mothers be so quick, you know what I mean, when they have a baby and stuff like that, or their child's about to have their son's about to have a baby, you know what I mean, all this stuff, DNA test, no, fuck that, this little bitch thinks, like, you know what I mean, no, like, you know what I mean, we gotta really show our children how to have these good relationships. What's the next question? Are you about to do something?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. So yeah, but we really gotta show that.
I'm ready.
Manu was doing that. So we going. What's the next? Yeah, the next question.
The next question is: do you take relationship advice?
Do I take? You know what? I think. I think I take relationship advice. I think I take relationship advice, and I take it. I let it manifest in my brain a little bit.
Manifest destiny.
Like, you know what I mean? And I really see how I can use it, or even take that advice and like really try to break it down and see. And I look at that advice and I see if it fits my relationship. Like, you know what I mean? If it really fits you. I mean, because you can take advice, but do you know your relationship? Do you know if this shit's going to work in your relationship?
Yeah, true.
Or I mean, even if it feels like it's a long shot, are you willing to take this advice or sometimes that risk? Like, you know what I mean, to make probably sprucing up your relationship, to make your relationship better? Or do you give up or move on? Like, you know what I mean? And a little bit, we talked about that a couple weeks ago, giving up and moving on. Or do you move on? I take relationship advice. And it doesn't matter if you're single, if you're in a relationship, because I feel like a lot, especially our peers and stuff, I mean, if I'm talking to you about relationship or my relationship or whoever's relationship, I mean, or you're talking to me about your relationship, you have some trust or some, like, you know what I mean, or some comfort.
It depends for me.
With talking with somebody.
It depends. Because there's some people that can give
you guys
great
take
advice. That literally can give great advice. Now, I'll take counsel. Like, first of all, if I'm not asking for your advice, don't give me shit.
You're right.
We're gonna start there. If I'm not asking for you, don't just come around judging.
But see, I think too, it depends on. See,
talk about me.
I'm just hold up, but hear me out. If you go to somebody talking about your relationship, I think it kind of implies that some people take it that.
I'm talking about those people that are, say, if I'm sitting there texting, I'm like, oh, what the fuck. And you just sitting there like, so you need to get her, like, shut the fuck up. You don't even know what I'm about or what the fuck. You don't know. Don't just come off giving me advice and you don't know the scenario or the situation. We're going to start there. And then also, it depends on the person that the advice is coming from. Because if you haven't presented any form of a healthy relationship, how are you giving me advice? How are you going to help me and your relationships have been fucked up? That does not make sense to me. My thing is like show me, don't tell me.
Right.
Like, show me. Like, so if you're sitting there, you don't have any healthy relationships, but you sitting there talking about like, yeah, so you need to start taking her ass out more. Like, you go out every fucking weekend and your relationships is fucked up. So why would I? Don't give me like you're. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, if you can't sustain, and I'm not talking about, like, people go through breakups and every relationship ain't guaranteed, but literally, if you can't sustain a healthy relationship, and most, I'm not going to say every, but majority of your relationship end because somebody did something wrong, or somebody was untrustworthy, or somebody was this, that, and the third, or if you're constantly the fuck up in a relationship, don't be giving me no advice. I don't want it. That's what I'm saying. And that comes for male and female, both. Like, you do nothing but cheat, or you do nothing but bitch and bitter. Like, there's one thing that was literally that I seen it. I don't know where I seen it, but it was literally like, you have a female that wants to, or a male. Okay, a female and male. I'm gonna give both perspective. You have a female like, I want a successful man, but don't want a busy man.
Right.
What the? Everybody's not a rapper.
Right.
Even they're busy. Everybody's not a lottery winner. Like, if you want somebody that's going to be a successful, but you got to be prepared for business. Right. If you, but then they'll turn around and be like, "Oh, I want me a a nice, a strong woman, an independent woman, and she does everything that my mother used to do. But I also want her to be a whore to me and be adventurous,
right?
and be a homebody. Like,
Right,
like you want somebody to be adventurous and a homebody. What are you talking about?
Right.
Like, I met her in the club, but I wanted her to be at home all day with me. But I want to go up to the club all the time still.
It doesn't.
Like, people just be requesting bullshit.
Right. They do, and that's what we need to see. Like, you know what I mean? Be realistic. Especially too, don't give advice when you know it's too. If you tried the shit and it didn't work for you, don't try to give it to me, motherfucker.
Exactly. Like,
I ain't your fucking test subject.
See, what you need to do is they 1-800-Flowers. 1-800-Flowers. Yeah, I know it's $60, but you need to send her flowers at least twice a month. And motherfucker, you struggling on your bills right now.
Right.
Why would I take your advice? Like, you go above and beyond. First of all, you shouldn't be living like too many motherfuckers out here trying to treat their relationship because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Right.
So where they'll literally be sitting there like, well, I seen them do this on TV, so I'm gonna do that for her. Like, them motherfuckers have an expendable income. What are you talking about, dog? Like, literally, like, everybody's seeing these newfound things where it's like, oh, I gotta have the most majestic Valentine's Day every year, and this year needs to be better than last year, and so on and so forth. If we went to Vegas fucking this year, next year I'm expecting us to go to fucking Jamaica, and then the year after that Barbados,
right.
and then the year after that Puerto Rico, and every time, if you had a dozen roses the first year, I need 2 dozen the next,
right.
4 dozen the year after, and next time don't get my chocolates from Walmart. I need them bitches from the chocolate factory. Look, I need them from France. I need you to if you ain't spending a check on me for my birthday or Valentine's Day, this relationship, this love ain't real. Man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you know what, and too, I'm sorry, guys.
My
like,
bad.
you know what I mean, if you're participating in the show and you're commenting, because our thing wasn't loading the comments up, and I just seen some of them. But Leslie said sometimes there's advice that can be good if they are not giving you the bad things they did, but realize what they should have done.
And that's cool, but at the same time, it's just like literally like you need to. I can't pick through that. I can't pick through that. Like, and like, it's one of those things where I just have to take everything that you say with a grain of salt, because you haven't shown anything in your actual life. Like, it's like me coming to you with this fucking this Pepsi, talking about, bruh, just drink it. It gives you energy and it'll keep you up for 3 days straight. Like, you be drinking that shit and taking a nap. What are you talking about? How do I know if that's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You're not leading. Yeah. You're not putting a good foot forward, and you're not showing me anything.
Yep.
And then
I can't see that one.
We got Ashley, who says, I would say it depends on why the person just single.
Why the person is single.
Oh, you had the cursor.
Yeah, I had the cursor over it. My bad. sorry.
Like, what the fuck,
if they're single because of constantly getting cheated on,
then I wouldn't want the advice.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, like, I get it. And also, there's a lot of people that like, oh, there's victim blaming and this, that, and the third. And when it comes to like cheating.
What's up, Sarah?
There is victim blaming. Like, it's not always your fault. But also, once things continue, like if there becomes a pattern or it becomes repetitive, it becomes your fault because you won't remove yourself.
Right. Yeah.
That's one of them things. And I'm not trying to blame
getting cheated on by the same guy. I mean, it's different if it's different relationship, but if it's the same person cheating on you, you keep taking it, you're saying it's okay. And
I can't blame you for being forgiveful and trying to make things work.
Right.
But like I said, what is it, last week, where it's like, there's but so long that, like, doubt ends.
Yeah.
Forgiveness ends. Like, you have to draw. Like, you can forgive a person and still end this relationship.
And move on.
And you move that's on. What I'm saying.
That's moving on.
Like,
if you try.
Everybody that ever done me wrong. Like,
that's not giving up.
I forgive you. I'm past that.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't have to deal with it.
Right. And I don't feel that it's best for me. Right.
It's like, and it's one of those things where it's literally like, dude, it's not, I don't like you, but I don't not like you. I feel indifferent. It does not matter to me. But I'd rather keep that negativity away from me. Like I just can't do it. Like it's just one of those things, and it's like, and I've been cheated on, and I've tried to work it out also. Like it just nothing gets you, but at some point you need to learn to move on. Like you just need to learn to push past and be strong for yourself, mainly for yourself, and if you have kids, for them, because this is like it's always one of those things where they got the outside perspective that you're not really realizing. Because I was a kid at one point where I would hear like my mom and my dad like arguing, and I was at the doorway. So I can't put that past my child. Where I was supposed to be asleep, but I'm hearing like the struggles and the trials and tribulations of shit that's going on around me. Yeah. I've been there. So every time I'm about to get pissed off or angry or do something wrong, it's like you got to think about that, because it's like,
what's up, Gerald?
Before I do something, my son could be on the other end of side of that door, or my girl's daughter could be on the other. I mean, not saying that, but given like if there was a bad situation or scenario, you always have to go through it. Like my child could be there, because once you have kids, it's like when you single, it's still one of those things where it's like you should try to be the best you. But I do everything for my son now. You know what I mean? For the kids.
For the kids, right. And that's what you got to do. So George said, I feel like, hold up. I'm sorry, the comment moved. I feel like good advice is good advice no matter what. I'm trying to find it. Good advice is good advice no matter where it comes from.
Wise people make mistakes, but give great advice. And sometimes you need a different viewpoint, which is true.
That is true.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But wise people will sometimes make mistakes. They don't make them all the time. Yeah. That's where my thing is. It's like, first of all, if I'm not asking for advice, don't give me advice. Like, or if you want to give me advice, don't push your advice on me. Ask me if I want some advice. It's that simple, because I may want to hear it, I may not. Let me control what you know what I mean? Because this affects me. This is me. Right. So let me have some sense of control over it. But it's literally like, don't just force your advice on me, especially when you don't know anything. Like, don't just sit there and you see one situation and you're trying to break down. You don't know me. You don't know the relationship. You don't know what's going on. That's what I mean. And wise people aren't going to continuously make the same mistakes over and over. And that's what I'm pointing out. Like, people that make mistakes, I'm not holding anything against them, and I would never do that. But what I am saying is, like, somebody that literally, I have family members and associates that fuck up every day, but then try to smoke a blunt and preach to you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you need to start applying these things. Lead by example. Start applying this shit that you're telling me. Apply it.
Right, and I mean, again, too, we're not trying to say all advice is bad, or no. You really do got to really analyze who the advice is coming from, like, you know what I mean. And if you really want to take it, but also, again, too, if you're not in the mood for advice, don't go spilling your problems out to somebody and expect them not to comment or say anything.
This is true. Next question.
Next question.
Do you give relationship advice? I mean,
again, too, that's something, like, you know what I mean. If I'm asked for advice, I will give advice. But we do have somebody who want us to call them so they could give their perspective. So we're about to call someone and they could give their point of view. Okay, so just bear with us. One moment. This phone is about to ring. So we're calling somebody. Let me know if you guys can hear.
Hello.
Hello, what's up, Shatwan?
You are live.
You are live on Common Conversation 412, the podcast.
And that I am. I have a question for you guys.
Okay, what's up?
I want to know what's your opinion on the reason to why majority of these relationships are cheating relationships. By me saying that, I'm saying that most of these relationships, they are in a relationship, but they're okay with cheating, and they still hold on to these relationships. What are your opinions to that? Because these days, that's just what's going on. I don't know too many faithful relationships, or if they're even trying to be faithful. They're okay with cheating. You cheat, I cheat, we're still together.
Okay, can I go first on that?
Go first. Mano's about to respond first to your question.
My opinion, personal, is that there are too many people that are insecure with being alone. So when they find somebody, they want to portray this image of we're perfect, we're A-O fucking K, and this is a great relationship, and they don't want to be in the wrong when it comes to that relationship. So no matter what wrong that other person do, whether it's the man cheating on the woman or the woman cheating on her, they're first and foremost afraid to be alone and work on themselves. Because when you're alone, you have to deal with you and your problems. There's nobody left to place blame on, and there's nobody left to put your emotions on. So you have to deal with that on your own. So a lot of people are willing to deal with more, whether it be physical abuse or verbal abuse or mental abuse, emotional abuse, or cheating, infidelity. They're willing to deal with that because they're afraid to be alone, because they have this false feeling of they need somebody due to their own insecurities.
Right. And also too, my take on that too is when we just even going back from a little bit what we said, they didn't have the role models to show them. Like, you know what I mean? Some people get cheated on or take the cheating because they watch their mom get cheated on and take it. Which is another one. Or some people watch their father cheat on their mom and
or their mom sneak around and cheat on their
stepmom and stuff, or their mom cheat on dad, and some people got to hold that in, and it must be okay because they're still together. And I know she got to know because I know, or I know he got to know because I know. So we again too, it's just like, you know what I mean. What were they shown that was okay? Like, you know what I mean? That's what you gotta look at. Like, you know what I mean? What was that person shown that was okay? And then also too, that person, even the person that's doing the cheating, that might be love to them. Like, you know what I mean? And that might be okay. But if you're not calling it out, or you're sitting there and you're just taking it, I in my eyes, I feel like you're saying it's okay. And it have something to do with your insecurities and stuff like that, but I feel like you're saying it's okay. And if you're the one taking the cheating, like, you know what I mean, get out of that. You're better than that. You deserve more. You deserve better. That's my take.
Right. So we were speaking, and people in general. Now let me give you the flip side of that question. We're going to talk about me. I'm single. I'm single because if a man cheats on me, I break up with him. If he hits me, I break up with him. If he hurts my feelings, I may break up with him. And that's why I'm not in a relationship. So it's impossible that maybe if I put up with some things, I would be in a relationship. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So my thing is that's why a lot of people do hang on to them relationships that's no good for them, because they think it's what's right.
You know what? This what I'll say. I think companionship and having to take them things that you took is not what a good relationship. I mean, I don't think nobody should look for that. But I think, like, you know what I mean, now
if you're feeling, because it's not companionship and relationship no longer.
Right.
That's not there.
Which is I'll say, I won't say there's not, but it seems to be becoming rare, more and more rare. But my thing is, don't lower your standards because you don't want to be alone.
Right.
Because it may take you 10 or 15 years for the person that, because a lot of us are still young,
right?
So we're still trying to live life and experience things. So you might not find that person that wants to be with you.
But you keep those standards and you still be aligned.
Right, but
that's what I'm saying.
I think eventually with time you'll get that right person and stuff like that. Now, this is what I say, the emotional part, like, you know what I mean, if your feelings get hurt, that's something that even your spouse got to learn. Like, hey, you know what, that was a hot button for you, and you talk that out and learn from each other, build each other up, learn, like, you know what, this hurt my feelings. Because, you know, even with guys, like, you know what I mean, a lot of women, they you know what I mean, they want a tough guy, or they want a guy to show their feelings, but some guys are still afraid to show their feelings and show that even that you hurt them, because we know women and men, I feel like we both do, but you know what I mean, a women know how to you know what I mean, hit that one guy's button that just, like, you know what I mean, make them feel weak and stuff like that, like, you know what I mean, so we gotta, like, you know what I mean? So guys really don't express it, or even, like, you know what I mean, or they're doing something to hurt you because you really actually hurt their feelings first, and that's the only way they know how to show you that they're hurt is actually hurting you, but without you actually saying that they're hurt. You know what I mean? But I think, you know what I mean, I think with if you communicate, have the communication in a relationship, and even with your feelings getting hurt or and stuff like that, you just got to talk it out. Like, you know what I mean, not just go quick to breaking up. It's about talking it out. Are you able to express your feelings being hurt without getting in an argument, without getting physical, and trying to work through it?
And you also have to be willing to work past people. Like, granted, there's going to be people that you're going to have an emotional attachment to, but you also got to understand that they may not be basically in the same chapter of the book that you are in. They may not be on the same path as life as you. So you got to be willing to let people go and let them go and live life. Because you're ready to settle down, or you feel that you're ready to settle down, does not mean that the person that you have your eye for is ready to settle down. Right. So you got to be ready to basically, like, you can invest in somebody, but if you see that investment failing, don't be afraid to pull out, because this isn't like the stock. Like your emotions are way more of a loss. Like, you have a lot more to suffer, because
I'm a very emotional woman, so I know.
Yes, and that can change you. You know what I mean? So if you stick around too long, that can change you as a person. So always remember, try to keep yourself intact.
Right.
So if you see somebody that's fucking up early, pull the ripcord and get the fuck out.
Yeah, you got to make sure, don't lose yourself. Just stay true to who you are. So, Twan, we want to thank you for participating on our show.
Awesome.
Feel free to call back anytime if you got another opinion or something like that. Just shoot us a text. Let us know you want to participate. Give your opinion live on the show, and we will do that. Thank you. I feel like this is your first time me seeing you on the show,
problem.
but we really appreciate you. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye. That was cool, and that was some real interesting questions and feedback and stuff like that. And I want to thank her for actually, like, you know what I mean, making it a little personal and explaining her side and her situation. Like, you know what I mean, because some people can't do that, and it's real.
Hard. And that's like putting yourself out there. You know what I mean? Just putting yourself out there, and we're not here to judge or anything. Like, if you really want an honest opinion, and I've always been like this. People will tell you, like, I haven't done it in a while, but literally, I would post, hey, if you need some advice, like literally on my Facebook. Hey, if you need some advice, hit me in my inbox and we could talk privately, or I'll make my next comment about that without disclosing you or letting it be known who sent me this question or whatever. Like, it's always good. Like you said, like, sometimes you got to get an outside view.
Right.
And I've always been open to that. And so, I greatly appreciate the question.
And we do. And, so we got another caller we about to call right now. And this call is about to come through. Yeah, but two guys, if you guys feel like you have questions or topics and stuff like that, feel free to inbox us. We can keep it discreet, or, like, you know what I mean, if you don't care about us sharing your question, then we'll do that.
Yes.
We can keep you anonymous, or just say, hey, I want to stay anonymous. Hello?
Yo,
what's up, Meech? You are on Common Conversation 412, the podcast.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Not much. What's going on with you, brother?
Well, first of all, I want to say I'm very happy for y'all and y'all progress. I see the progression. I'm very happy. Keep going, my brother.
Definitely
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I also would like to say, to her question, it was about her comment, rather. I'm sorry, who was that person?
Shatwan.
Her comment about the cheating and being okay with it. Last night on the episode of Insecure, and being in a relationship, on the episode of Insecure, please support Black TV. On the episode of Insecure, there was a couple on there, they were married, but they were okay with cheating. So my question for that was, they call it an open relationship. My question for you guys would, if that was approached with you guys, would you take it?
What?
Open relationship? See, that's a conversation piece.
Okay, so you know a couple was married.
Right.
For a fact. You know that they're married. And once somebody approached one of you to have sex, the wife approached one of you to have sex.
Okay.
She explains to you
the situation.
We're in a relationship and he's okay with it. Would you take the chance?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest right now. You know my wife. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm in a relationship, so I wouldn't do it. Because, like, you know what I mean, because of my relationship, I know I'm gonna stir some shit up. I'm probably gonna get fucked up when I get back to the crib.
Get your ass
but like, you know what I mean? Now,
man.
No, I think like now, but if you talk to the single me, right? And just being honest, the single me, right? Like, you know what I mean? I think I probably would. I would.
Let me stop.
I would take that thing. Like, you know what I mean? If it's an open, now it's not cheating. If they're in an open relationship, not nobody. Oh yeah, my dude pissed me off, so I just want to get him back and fuck you. No. Like, you know what I mean?
If I don't know your husband, I'm fucking.
But if you're
in my single days, in my single days, let me emphasize.
No, can't do it.
If I don't know your husband, I'm fucking.
Let me ask you this. So this came from the wife. You had no confirmation from the husband that this is okay between the two of them.
All right. Well, okay. Again,
wait.
She presented to you. She just presented to you like we're in an open relationship and he's fine with it.
My job is not to prove that you are wrong.
Right.
My job is to take you out face value.
Yeah. I'm not an investigator. So I think like I'm going off of what you said. Now, for instance, I'll think something's up. Like now, say for instance, you come to me with that proposition, and then you were like, okay, like we about to get this hotel room or something like that, or like you know what I mean? Or
no, I don't even feel that because most open relationships, you keep everything outside of the house. Anyway.
Okay, all right. So yeah, right. I mean that can be a case, but I still would be iffy or like I don't know. I think I'll be a little iffy, like you know what I mean. But I think I might. Even if you don't know, I'm not going to investigate it. I don't think I would investigate. I don't think anybody would.
If she meets my standards and my single days, I would take it. I would take it in my single days. But it wouldn't be we meet, you come to me, we're fucking tonight. Like no, I'm not into that shit no more.
Yeah,
that also, fast fucking on the first date.
Yeah, you got your papers, guys. You got your papers.
Yeah, you gotta come with papers.
Yeah, like you know what I mean, for real, because you know what I mean, Usher. You know what I mean?
No, but given the situation, if we make it that far, it's not my job to prove to me that you're lying. It's not my job to prove that you're lying. I'm going to take you at face value, and if it comes out that you're lying, we'll move on from there. But that's not my job. Yeah, that's when me and your husband, we can have a talk like, oh, you're fucking my wife. Like, well, she told me that y'all was in an open relationship.
Right.
Go that way with
and
that
too, it depends on your neighborhood too. Because if you say you're in an open relationship and you live up Chauncey, fuck no. Like you know what I mean? Because you got a chance to get fucked.
Right.
I mean,
if she lived up Chauncey, she don't meet right standards.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying it do depends on where you live at and stuff like that. And also, I mean, I think even with that, with them situations, and you don't know, and if you don't know the person or you never seen her before, don't even know her, I think you take a risk anyway of it being truthful or I mean being real or being fake.
And
like, you know what I mean?
And bro, I'm honestly not into just fucking dumb bitches. Like, does that make sense? No, because like I can't just meet you. You give that proposition. Like, I gotta talk to you for a little bit. There gotta be,
but some people don't want that.
And if you don't want that, and
you miss out on the opportunity. I don't know. If I was single, I'm jumping on it. I'm jumping on it. I'm jumping on it.
Let it burn.
Yeah, I'm jumping on it. I'm jumping, like you know what I mean. I'm jumping on it. So I feel like I would if I was single.
But if I was young and dumb, I'm running rampant.
I mean, but that was the last time I was single, so I was young. So my mind is just jumped back 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
No, I'm talking about like
I'm just saying
if it was now. First, I'd tell babe, I like your babe. This shit is crazy. Did you hear this? And then conversations will be had.
Thank you, Meech, for the question. You got anything else?
I personally do it either way.
Right.
I just wanted to know what your guys' opinion was on the matter. I wanted to know what your guys' opinion was on the matter. My last question, and I'll be off again. Congratulations on your progress.
Thank you.
With you both being in relationships and while you're married, and Larry, you are
in a relationship.
How important is it to you, even from the beginning of you being in your hoe day, was a title to you?
Was the title? How important was the title?
Woman type of title.
This is my woman type of title, or I'm her man type of title. Well, personally, it depends on my investment in a relationship. If we were just fucking, like, because I was always willing to have the conversation. Like, I never assumed anything.
Right.
If we didn't talk about it, I didn't assume it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not one of the ones where it's like, we've been dating and fucking for 3 weeks. You my boyfriend. You my girlfriend. No, if you didn't tell him, like, I've always grown up playing my position. If we didn't agree on it, that's not what it is. So a title was only important if we agreed upon such title. Now, striving to get a title, it depended on if I wanted it. But if it was denied, I never really, I didn't cry over it.
You know what? I think I take titles serious. I like, you know what I mean, boyfriend. I'm somebody's boyfriend. I'm somebody's girlfriend. Serious. I don't like to what else? When in a relationship, I think there was a lot of people who there was people who I didn't claim as my girlfriend. Like, you know what I mean? And some people probably thought that we were boyfriend and girlfriends. Or there was, I think even in some relationships, I thought we was a boyfriend and girlfriend, and we weren't. So, like, you know what I mean? I do take it serious, and I feel like once we have that title, that boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, I give it my all. I'm
but
focused.
How important is that title?
It's very important to me because I give my all.
So
because
every relationship, every situation,
it's not
you're striving for the title. title?
No, I'm not striving for the title. I mean, everybody doesn't fit the qualifications of being in a relationship with me, or I don't fit the qualifications of being in a relationship with that person. But what I'm saying is, if we're talking about that title and I got that title, that title is important to me because I want to be the best at my title that I am.
Okay, so I'm approaching this question as in, we're going to talk about it, and I'm not striving. You know what I mean? Depending on the investment, you're saying like if you have the title already, you cherish it. That's cool.
Or even if we're getting to know each other and stuff like that, and I'm really attracted to you, I'm gonna try to work to make sure to earn that title. And also too, or you're giving me the same thing too. I'm not just going to sit there and work to get the title, and then you're just like dogging me or giving me some shitty shit. No, then I don't want your fucking. I don't want this union. Or this bond or this
there you go.
Good loving.
Titles are important for me, and if we're on title basis, besides that, fuck a title.
Yeah. Well, I take title serious.
So he takes title serious all the way around. So
thank you, Meese. Thank you for calling into Common Conversation 412 the podcast.
Awesome sauce. If you don't know Meech, you better get to know him.
Yeah, get to know Meech. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. Hey, again, too, I want to apologize for the little popping in the air. Sometimes we get
gonna get that
with the phone calls and stuff like that. But we want to appreciate you guys for sticking in, commenting, and participating in the conversation. One more question. All right, we got one more question, and I want to play this poem because I did a poem challenge for love for the topic for the day.
Did you pick one?
I thought a couple people was going to send some in, but we had one person send one in. Okay. So I'm gonna download that, and you ask the next question, and we'll converse.
Now this one is worded a little funny, so I'm gonna assume this reading is like, if your friend, close friend, or best friend, if you're a friend, close friend, or best friend, or family, and you see a family member's or close friend or family or friend, best friend cheating, do you tell? What the fuck? Okay.
Let me see.
If your family, close friend, or best friend, do you tell when you see spouse cheating or don't?
I'm sorry. When you see a spouse, I'm sorry. If you're a best friend, a friend, a best friend, a family member, do you tell?
When you see their spouse.
Do you tell if you see their spouse cheating?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes. What? Yes. The fuck is he talking about?
No, because some people.
Because it's one of those things where this is literally, you bring it up because there's always the thing of if you see them cheating, like you see all out fucking cheating, where it's like, oh, they're walking hand in hand, kissing, hugged up, squeezing on ass, rubbing on titties, licking on that. Okay, there's no, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I say, yeah. Let them know, because you're not a friend or a family member if you don't.
Right.
What, like, that's not real shit. That's not cool. So if you see that happening, you bring it up to them. You let them know, and you let them do what they want to with that information.
I think
now to see it and not say anything about it, and then be found out that you've known. That's worse than letting them know and letting them go do whatever they gonna fucking do.
Look, I think I got a different approach on it. I think it depends on if you was told before that you was getting cheated on and you still stayed with the motherfucker or with the person.
I'm not talking
like,
about,
you know what I mean? Or but again
about,
too, like I look at also, I mean, I even look at your previous. If I look at your previous relationships too, man, I'm going to examine. Like you as a person, if we're family, I know my family, I know my friends, people I call friends, I take friendship serious. So I know you. So if I feel like there's nothing that's going to happen but me just telling you, and you probably just saying, oh yeah, Twan seen you with this person, and then now I'm being questioned or being called a bad, and you're still going to stay. What the fuck you do all that shit for? There's no point in doing all that, or get some shit between me and your spouse, if it's a guy or a girl. Like, you know what I mean? If you're still going to be with the person. Like, you know what I mean? Or not work it out, or like, you know what I mean, I'm an asshole or a dick or whatever.
No, I'd rather let you know and keep it roll with myself. Because I like you take the title serious. I take that family and friendship shit serious.
Right, I do. I take it serious.
No, whether you're going to stay with that person or not, that's not my business. Now, if it's I keep seeing them cheating, you keep staying. That's not what I'm saying.
That's not how that's worked. I'm just saying.
Even with the history,
even me with the history,
they might be forgiveful and try to work it out with that person too.
Right.
Now, if they keep it, like, you got to go each relationship individually. Now, if they got cheated on before, they stayed with them once, but then moved on, it's like, all right, you try to make that work.
Right.
But if it's like you keep staying with the same person, I keep seeing them, I'm not going to keep repeating the same shit to you.
Yeah. I feel you.
But if it's one of them things where it's like, I don't know what to tell you, do what you want with this information, y'all supposed to be good, I seen her with some dude kissed up, hugged up down at there. Do whatever the fuck you want. You get mad at me, be mad. I can't hold that shit in for myself. You know what I mean? Like I can't
Right.
like if you're somebody that's actually trying to do good. And that, now when it comes to like if you're sitting there you're just staying in an unhealthy relationship, I'm not going to keep repeating the same shit to you. Like no, you're somebody until you're ready to move on. There ain't shit I can do. So your girl might walk right past me hand in hand with another nigga. If
Yeah.
I've told you this 4 times already, I ain't got shit else to say. Like that's dead ass. Like I ain't got nothing else to
Comments
say.
just wow.
Like
All
fuck
these
that.
comments. I'm sorry, guys. We don't be saying a comment.
And I'm not gonna and I'm gonna keep it like
I'm
that.
snitching 8 times, 9 times.
Fucking, I'm
10
not
times.
sitting there. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
10.
hang out with you and your girl.
Oh, 9 times out of 10.
I'm not
sorry.
doing that. Like, if you're somebody like that, keeps me away from associates that I have.
Right.
If like I know that you're constantly being fucked over, I'm
Right.
not. I don't want
Now,
to be
this-
your
this-
man
this-
or your girl's friend. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not gonna make that work because
Right.
I know you're being treated bad.
Right, and so and this is how I look at it, like on some real shit. Now, if it came down to it, and I seen, again, too, this is just an example. I see you getting cheated on. Hell yeah, I'm telling. Hell yeah, I'm telling. I'm ratting.
I'm a fucking snitch.
Yeah, I'm ratting. I'm like, yeah, I'm a rat. Like, you know what I mean? But again, too, it depends on who it is and their situation
Bitch, I'm
and
his
stuff.
friend, not yours.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I'm ratting on some real shit.
Real shit.
I'm telling on you.
Fuck that.
But like, you know what I mean, again too, like I don't give a fuck. It ain't like, you know what I mean, I ain't loyal, I ain't real, none of that shit. But I'm right. It depends, like, you know what I mean, like
You
like,
is real,
I
though.
know you're a good person. I know you give your all in a relationship. I know what a relationship means to you, and I know, like, you know what I mean, how you strive and work hard for your family, all that shit. I'm ratting, homies. You can say that I said it, but I'm still ratting. Oh well, you gonna like me or not, but I'm ratting. I'm ratting. I will. I'll
That said, bitch, be mad. I
Yeah.
kept it real with my nigga.
yeah, I kept it real. Like, you know what I
talking
mean?
about? That's my boy.
On
What
some
you
real
talking
shit.
about?
On some real shit.
That's what it comes down to. Like, and that's how I feel. But
Again, too,
but now if I keep
you know-
fucking dealing with that, I expect you not to say nothing.
And you know what else I want to say in relationships and shit like that? If you're in a relationship and you doing some shit, even if you my friend and you doing some shit, let me know the lie before I get the call about some shit. Don't get me questioned. Cause now I'm trying to be 100 and be a real friend, but don't get me questioning. And I'm like, yeah, we was at
We is at the
we played ping pong all day. No, he said y'all went mini golfing.
Like,
Oh yeah, well,
There was ping pong tables. There was a lot of shit there.
There was a lot there.
Like,
no, but we gonna play these poems real
Bruh,
quick.
no, fuck that. Don't include me in your life.
Yeah, don't. Yeah,
Just don't. Just don't. Like,
Yeah.
it's that simple. Don't. Cause I'm gonna keep it real. Like,
wow.
man, fuck is y'all talking about? I'm banging on you. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. Like, man, don't fucking call me on it. Hey, yo, bro, Larry. Man, this bitch over here acting crazy. Where was he at, man? You can't be
Yeah.
out of y'all bullshit. Fuck is you talking about? Don't call me.
I think I'll.
Don't fucking call
yeah,
me.
I'm ratting.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I'm shit. I'm like, bro, I just seen that. You know what? Nick, look at this video.
hey, what's the real shit? I see.
I'm just sending videos.
one time-
I'm not saying shit.
No,
I'm
I'm
just
not even
sending a
calling.
video.
So I'm like, yo, I would like the one time I called, I'm like, bro, you on the east? Oh, cause I just seen this one. Like, you know what I mean? On some real shit. So I want to know. I never see y'all in the east together. So I don't know what the fuck. Oh yeah, we over my. Oh, all right, cool. Say no more.
Where you at?
Yeah,
You at work?
Yeah, I'm at work.
Cause I know damn well she don't drive. She caught the bus over this motherfucker, and she ain't look dressed for an interview.
Wait, who's this nigga getting out your car?
Real shit. They holding hands with your son and everything. Nah, I'm just joking. No, we about to play this poem though. It's called Love, written by The Unknown. Let me.
Holding hands with your son and everything. That's
Hold
not
on.
funny.
All right. My name is The Unknown. And then this poem
Nigga, that sound like me.
is untitled right now.
It's untitled.
So,
Okay.
yeah, here it goes. You're the only girl that can take away my hunger because my desire for you is enough to sustain me for days, weeks, months, years. When it comes to you, I need not any vegetables or meats to nourish my body, because your sporadic thoughts are like seeds for the mind that grow into ideas and ideas into words and words into poems about anything under the sun, that in turn gives life and jumpstarts the process of photosynthesis, combining the carbon dioxide I exhale when you take my breath away with the oxygen that fills my very being when we meet, to form the oxygen that we lack when we are intimate, and the water that drips from our heads as we exchange loving gestures, and that sweet, sweet, sweet sugar that tends to travel over my taste buds as we exchange loving words of encouragement and endearment before we bid each other farewell, giving each other enough fuel to last until we meet once again, in that same manner of me heating up a burger at 10:41 p.m. on a Monday night while helping my mother lay tile in the dining room, and pondering things such as my next poetry collection and my relationship with God and my longing to know what true love is. So just like the sun, I can give you the energy you crave, the energy you need to grow and grow and grow until you reach the heavens and unite with our Heavenly Father, till while I remain to tend your soil, cultivating your entire essence with abundant tears of joy and the sweet burning embers of love, passion, loyalty, and unwavering happiness.
I like that.
I think it should be titled either like Love Photosynthesis,
Yeah.
or like Love Synthesis, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Love synthesis.
Because it had
Yeah.
a lot of a plant-based energy conversion type feel, and I mean,
Yeah.
I like it too. Like somebody's over there trying to sway the women with them words.
So we got one more. This is by Latrice Brown. We're gonna play it. Hey George, we want you to get back into it, brother. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, we like your poems. Your poems is good, man. When we miss hearing from you, sharing your stuff, man. So all right, hold on, let me play this one right here.
One more.
As I look back at the things that I do, the only person that I could blame is you. How you took me for granted, left me stranded on the side of the road, moping, crying, trying to figure out what to do next. What is a girl to do next? Should I stay or should I go? If I stay, I'm agreeing to keep being disrespected, when deep down I know I need to let it go and protect what needs to be protected. And that's my heart. It's not a wind-up toy. It's sad because you will forever be a little boy. Grow up, we will meet again. Maybe by then you will realize I was more than just a homie, lover, and a friend.
That was cool.
There's a baby out there.
Yeah, the baby out there.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. I like that one.
That was good.
That was
good.
to the point. Got all of your emotions and feelings out, and I like that. I like them both. Shit, I like them both.
Yeah, I like them both. They were both two good poems. By some talented people. And we really appreciate you guys sending them in. And you know what I mean, look out for us on Common Conversation, because we're going to be posting them. We're going to be sharing them poetry challenges. And you know what I mean, and if we get a couple more people, I'm looking to get like 5 people to participate in this the poetry challenge, and then that way we can get a winner, and we'll give away something and stuff like that. We got some soaps here. Maybe you might get a shirt, or maybe you might get a $10 gift card to Burger King or McDonald's or something like that. Who knows?
We just gonna mail you $10. Lunch on us. How about that?
Or something like that.
You know what
I mean?
Burger King.
We'll do
what
something.
What if they vegan?
Oh, Wendy's or that. What the fuck? Giant Eagle. Damn, bro. Get a couple heads of lettuce.
And some corn. Fresh corn.
Some celery with peanut butter. I appreciate all you guys tuning into the show. It was a good show. I appreciate the conversation.
Definitely.
Y'all really vibe with us. We really appreciate it, guys. And if this is your first time watching the show, hey, make sure you hit the like on our page, right? And like our show.
And before you leave, make sure you hit share.
Yeah.
Let other people enjoy our entertainment.
Yeah.
And like we always say during the beginning and in the middle and at the end, if you want to reach us, you can follow us at Facebook. In the search bar, put in Common Conversation 412. On YouTube, you can look up Common Conversation 412. At Gmail, Common Conversation 412 at gmail.com. If you want to just send us an email, send us an MP3 of a poem, or send us some topic or any form line of communication, you can also communicate with us on the Facebook via the Messenger. It's there for you.
Yeah. It's there. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you have topics, any of that stuff, man. Make sure you hit us up.
And also,
what's
if you
up,
don't want it to be known
we
that,
appreciate you guys sticking in there with us, too.
If you don't want it to be known that you sent it in, you can always put anonymous at the end of it, or just say, like, leave my name out, just asking a question, or, you know what I mean? Just let us know that you don't want it to be out there that you asked this, that you want this to be more personal, and you just want the opinion talked about on the show, but you don't want it to be linked to you. You know what I mean? We're all about privacy. If you don't want nobody to know that it came from you, just let us know. Like, you know what I mean? Ask this question, but just leave my name out of it, please. I greatly appreciate that, and we will uphold that.
We will. You know what I mean? And two, like, you know what I mean? Like we say on Common Conversation, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You ain't gotta agree.
I could get you 30 cents off gas, bro.
Yeah, but you ain't always gotta agree. But everybody's entitled to their opinion, no matter if it pisses you off, Maybe we could talk it. Let's converse about it.
Yeah, goddamn right.
Hey, it's August 14th. This is your show. This is Common Conversation 412. We're out. We'll see you guys next Monday, or I will see you next Monday. Mano will see you guys in 2 weeks. But until next time, people, I'm your host, Stoken.
And I'm the other host, Mano, M-A-N-N-O.
And we are out, people.
Gonza.
Common Conversation 412. Token and Mano, Pittsburgh, what it do? We in the city of bridges, we in the city of smoke. We in the city of rivers, so you don't need you a moat. We in the city of haters, so you just might need a coat. Or at least bring your jacket, cause man, the city get cold. Yeah, man, the city is frosty, yeah, man, the city is costly, but yeah, the city is mine. For 1, 2 times, well, you know that we grind, cause you know money is time, and you know time is steady ticking, so I gotta get mine. Then it's time to come up, so put your hands up.
Happy birthday to Justina. We didn't know that.
Weekend on the 19th.
Man, you better get with it. Arithmetic that I'm spitting, now do the math that you listen.
She can't stand me, but that's definitely Bay's birthday. And if anybody hasn't reserved their spots, painting with a twist, paint with a twist on Saturday.
Well,
thanks Friday.
Thanks for telling me.
I mean, that was her whole thing.
Hey.
It's been on her Facebook for like 3 weeks now. Like 4 months now.
She ain't telling me.
So
I needed a personal invite. Hey, but we'll see you guys next week. Hey, till next time, people, we appreciate you.
We love you.
And we're out.
Common Conversation 412.
Sorry.
Oh, hit the finish?
Yeah. Jackass.